This is a wall sit with a bicep hold. And you're looking at the position you're going to hold. This is it. You're going to hold this steady right here. But let's look at how we got into it and the points of form we're going to pay attention to. So I've picked the spot on the wall I'm going to work with. I'm going to set the weights down just far enough off the wall, basically about in between where my feet are going to land. So from there, I'm going to use my hands. I'm going to kind of guide my hips down the wall. I'm going to step my feet forward. And I'm going to lower myself down as far as I'm able to tolerate with pain-free and good form. So lower down is going to be more challenging. Higher up is going to be a bit easier. You just go to where you can so that you're getting a challenge but with no pain in the joints. So from there, you're going to check and make sure that your feet are hip width apart and parallel. So parallel is going to make sure that the second and third toe of each foot is facing straight forward. And then you're going to look at your knees. Make sure that knee's right over the right foot, left knee's right over the middle of the left foot, right over the midline of each foot, not inside or outside, but right over the midline of the foot there. And then once I've got the weights up with me, I'm going to make sure that my hips, my upper back, and my head are against the wall. And I'm going to brace my abdominal muscles in towards my spine to hold that steady and secure that local core stabilization musculature there. And I'm going to stabilize that, hold it steady while holding the weights at 90 degrees. To get the weights, I'm simply going to bend down at the waist here. You're going to have to probably flex your spine a little bit. That's okay, as long as you're not dealing with too heavy weights. If you're dealing with much heavier weights, maybe have someone hand them to you so you can get them right in a position from up here and you're not having to pull up with a hunched back. But if it's not too bad and your spine can tolerate it, pick up the weights off the floor. As soon as you got those weights, shoulders are backing down, okay? Shoulders are backing down. You're trying to get your spine up as straight as you can on your way up there. And then with the shoulders kind of trying to squeeze back and down, it's like you're trying to get them in your back pockets. That means you're going to kind of be pressing your shoulders into the wall there. That's okay, all right? Might kind of pop your chest out a little bit. That's fine. Still keep the core musculature embraced in towards your spine with the shoulders squeezing back and down. And then take those weights and hold them up, bend those elbows at 90 degrees and just hold them steady right there. You can hold this in your either a palm up position, a palm in position, or a palm down position. You can stick to whichever one you've been instructed to do. If you haven't been instructed, I'd say maybe just hold them with your palms in. This is going to be a little bit easier on the bicep and a bit easier on the shoulder if you know some kind of a shoulder injury there. But each one of these positions is kind of a functional move for us, so it's good to be able to strengthen all three if you're able to. You hold it for as long as you can, hold it steady, and then just to get back out of it, you can rest your arms here, take a little breather if you want to keep going with the knees a little bit longer, or if you got to get back completely out of it, then you simply set the weights down on the floor in front of you, come back up, press off the wall, and you're out of the sit. You can level it up one step even further by adding in a resistance band around your knees. So before you'd even get up here, then you put a resistance band around both legs, just below or above the knees, not on the knees, but just below or above the knees. And then you pick up those weights, hold them steady so that now you're not just working the quads and the biceps, you're also working that glute medius to be able to hold those hip external rotator muscles to hold those knees out, fighting that resistance band that's between your legs there. Just another layer to add on. If you've been instructed, go for it. Find the challenge that works for you. That there are your wall sits with a bicep hold.